Hello there, I'm the base manager and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Now, today we have plenty of stuff. You decided against it, okay. Today we have plenty of stuff to do. We have one rocket silo to finish. In fact, there is so many things that it is hard to formulate a plan on what we should actually be doing, but I think I'm going to focus my efforts on this build over here, the nuclear rocket silo. The reason for that is that, well, this is the thing keeping us away from colonizing the planet that we need, which is this one, I believe, the one with the waterweed seeds on it. We need to go over there and colonize that planet, and without radiation or a active source of radiation we cannot utilize the interplanetary launcher, which is extremely essential in our efforts. So, given that, I think that today's efforts are going to be focused on building this and fixing minor issues that we might have across the colony. So yeah, let's give our dupes some time so that they can finish all the tasks. I'm not going to add any construction tasks. Well, I usually say that and then I end up... No! You guys are going to get trapped in there. No. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah, dupe. I know what you're doing. Don't. You're trying to get yourself stuck. I'm not going to allow you. Okay? Okay, Nils? These dupes, they are always trying to do something. But in any case, guys, as I was saying, I'm going to try and not add many additional build orders so that our dupes can focus on this and getting this one done. So, with that said, time to get some building done. Now, just because we don't have... we don't want to add any more work orders to the colony, that doesn't mean that our work is done. As we can see over here, we are actually facing a serious problem. We are out of most minerals. Just check this out. Sand. Well, no sand and no sandstone. And what is the other one that you guys can eat? Because I'm also out of that one. Sedimentary rock. I have a little bit, which is right here. That means that we need to start focusing a little bit on mining these sandy ore fields so that we can get some sandstone and some sand back. Otherwise, our edges are going to starve, and we don't want that now, do we? Okay, guys, so our rocket is back and we have a new artifact. Come on, let me access it. Come on, there we go. There we go. And we have the strange brick. It still works. Probably a Nokia. Let's remove it from there, and hopefully it's going to be added to the artifact analysis station. Now, just like last time, we are going to go over here. We are going to select crew. Pretty sure our pilot is the... Yep, Nicola. And then we are going to go over here. I don't know what I did, but okay. Nicola, please get your suit and get yourself in the other rocket. And I think this is going to be the life of our dupe, at least for the time being. Never seeing the colony. It doesn't need to. What it doesn't know doesn't hurt him, right? Right. So I think it's going to be all on this one, crew on this one. We're already taking care of the stored stuff, ain't we? Yes, we are. Now that our dupe is inside of the other rocket, we are going to go over here into the sandy ore field. We need that sand and sandstone. Otherwise, these things are going to be bad. Unequip your suit, please. And I know you are missing a snazzy suit, but you know what? Once again, what you don't know... Whoa, stop! What the... Stop. Okay, maybe we need to do some refueling first. Okay, so with the rocket refueled, I have checked out the liquid cargo. We have enough water. This one is empty, this one is empty. Everything inside is good to go. Everything is totally refueled, or in this case restocked. So... let's go. I don't mind too much that there is a little bit of petroleum there. Whatever. It's not going to be the end of the world. And there we go, first launch of the day, into space we go, and nothing bad happened, you see? I am confused. Duplicate motion sensor. Sends a green signal, based on whether the dupe is in sight or not. There is a dupe over here. Red signal, huh. Maybe this doesn't work upside down? Like, the dupe is within the area of area of influence, huh. Strange, but okay. I suppose that Lindsay is going to have to work in the dark. Now, it would appear that our exploration rocket is back now, so I'm just going to refuel it and send it on its way. We still have a lot of map to discover. Let's take a look. We still have this corner, which I think I'm going to do next. We have this part of here, which is going to take 2 trips at least, and this part is also going to take at least 2 additional trips. That's going to be fine. That's going to be fine. But yeah, I kind of want to get through this corner next, because there is this unknown object which is within our range. So I kind of want to see what is hiding over here. Well guys, since the rocket is already here, I'm going to make a few changes to the rocket, as I said in the previous... No! Don't take that sound... Okay. Oof, for a moment I thought she was taking the algae. Just speed up the process. Let me just go into organics. Come on. Organic, algae, like I know most of the categories of most of the stuff in the game, I just don't know where the frick they are in the list, right? Whatever, doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm going to make a few changes, like I said in the previous few episodes. I don't remember when I said this, but yeah, I think that this rocket, given that it is going to be a single pilot only, I think it is deserving of furniture. Party line, come on. It is deserving of a party line. Right, I think Gary is going to appreciate being in constant contact with the remaining of the colony. Also guys, there is another thing that I'm going to modify. I'm going to remove the batteries away from our rockets, the inside batteries. The reason for that is these things generate a lot of heat, and the temperature is rising quite significantly, and because this is a small habitat, the heat has nowhere to dissipate. Usually I use the water, you know, inside of these reservoirs to absorb said heat, and usually even such a small pipe as this is more than enough. All of these pipes are made out of granite for that purpose, but the batteries are just too much. And given that we no longer need the orbital data collection for anything, I'm simply going to remove it, because we no longer need this much power. So yeah, it is just creating a problem without any reason. Also, given that this rocket is in here and our pilot is out there in space, we can modify it a little bit. In this rocket, we are going to remove the artifact transport module, and we are going to remove one of the solar panels. Once again, we no longer need that much power. 2 solar panels are going to be more than enough, I'm pretty sure. If not, then we will change our design. But the purpose of this is so that we can remove this cargo bay and add a big cargo bay, so that we can carry more stuff per journey, because as we know, the rocket gets stuffed. Let's go into the other one. I'm pretty sure the other one is getting full already. Come on, select the rocket. Yeah, as you can see, the cargo bay is almost full, and we are not spending all of the diamond. We would spend all the diamonds if we were collecting solids plus liquids, but because we are only collecting solids, that is not happening. And given that this is going to be a solid-only rocket, once again, it only makes sense that we do this. And given that we already collected most of the artifacts around us, we can once again deconstruct this. It is justifiable. And if we want to collect any more artifacts, we can use the other rocket for that purpose. The other rocket can collect artifacts, solids and liquids, so there is not only... don't worry about that. There is not really a major issue in maintaining the other rocket as it is right now. Oh wow, these things are expensive! 1,000 steel, really? Oh boy. Well, it's for the greater good, I suppose. Well, 7 cycles into this episode and the bug strikes again. It takes so long to reload the game now. This is a little bit annoying, but oh well, at least there is a way to fix this annoying bug. Alright, a few seconds later, the bug is fixed. Well, it was a few seconds for you, but a couple of minutes for me. And Nicola is back with another artifact? What? I already had collected the artifact from this field, that much I am 100% sure. I already had collected that. Did the artifacts respawn? Do these things respawn? Nah, that's impossible. Impossible, I say. But I had sent a rocket over here in the past, and I was pretty sure that I had collected an artifact, but it doesn't really matter because we have a new one. The blender, equipment used to conduct experiments, answering the age-old question, could that blend? Well, I don't know, but we are going to analyze that thingy over there. Okay, so this rocket is done just in time, which means that once again, our good friend Nicola over here is going to swap from one rocket to the other. Okay, so it was useful to refuel the rocket first. This time we could not even launch the rocket, even if we wanted to. But why do you even think that you are going that way? You're not. You're not. Okay. By the way, guys, I'm sorry if you are hearing banging on the wall, but my neighbor decided that this was a good good time to start banging with his hammer on the wall. Jesus. Peace and quiet is very rare around these parts, but in any case, we still have a lot of mass in this asteroid field, so I'm thinking about sending our rocket in here. Once again, we need to collect that sandstone and sand. I never, in a million years, I thought I would say something like this, but apparently I'm saying it. Sand and sandstone are actually valuable resources. Oh boy, it is a return trip, so I think everything is ready to go. Let's just double check. Yep, we are not producing power because we are not in orbit, so the thingies are not that efficient, but in any case, begin launch, here we go. The second we get into space, those solar panels are going to become more efficient and produce all the power that we need. Fantastic. I wonder, will this be an issue? Because it is actually important to have these mesh tiles over here. We need to let the... yeah... We can't build a drywall behind it. God damn it. I'm afraid that we might vent gases into space, and liquids for that matter. As this is going to be an area where we are going to have a lot of nuclear waste. Like, if we vented a little bit of nuclear waste into space, it would not be the worst thing in the world, but the oxygen being constantly sucked into these two tiles, I don't think I like it, so I think I'm going to replace them. Oh well, it is a shame. But oh well, our cosmic ambitions cannot stop here, we must continue the exploration, so let's unequip that suit, let's go over here, change our destination, corner, we want to go this way. Let's go outside and let's launch this rocket as well. Just double check. It is fine. Everything is fine in here as well. We have 20 tiles, so the fuel is cool. Begin launch sequence. Be gone! Into space. And please discover me the fluorine. We are really needing it right now. Well, I mean, this is a excellent way to run out of igneous rock. Yeah, I don't want to do that. A few changes will have to be done. And those changes... Well, I was going to have... Like, I'm going to be honest. I was going to have a super fancy silo over here. Like, completely covered with atmosphere and all of that. But truth be told, given that our dupes are going to be using suits anyway, we don't need an atmosphere over here. It is rather unfortunate that we are not going to complete the silo, at least not for now, but, well, we cannot afford to run out of such an important material, so I'm just going to cancel all of this. In fact, I'm even going to deconstruct a few lines of this, not the ones behind this, but yeah. Now, over time, one thing is clear is that, well, let's not do that. One thing is clear is that we hopefully are going to accumulate a lot of minerals from all of our trips into space, and then, slowly but steadily, as we have a steady supply of minerals coming towards us, we are going to isolate the entire silo and complete it, and hopefully, we'll be able to complete my vision, because I kind of want to have a system with well, I kind of want to go a little bit fancy. I want to use systems like with gas pumps, let's say like 4 gas pumps or something, with a couple of reservoirs, right? And a little bit of automation. And whenever we would be ready to launch a rocket, we would press a button and that would activate a timer. The timer would regulate the gas pumps, which would gather all the gases from within the silo into these gas reservoirs. And then hopefully, if we set up the timer right, as the timer comes to an end, we have something close to a vacuum, and then the door silos will open and the rocket will be ready to be launched. Something along those lines, right? Completely unnecessary and wasteful and time-consuming and all of that. I just like to build stuff like that. But unfortunately, we are not going to have the time to do that, so let's just finish up a few touches here and there to make these an airtight area, so that we can pressurize at least this room over here to make sure that our dupes don't choke in the vacuum of space while they exchange their suit. Okie dokie, so our rocket is back, and we cannot fill up the large cargo bay. We are completely stuffed. We used all the diamond, I mean, and that means we have 8 additional tons of sandstone, a couple of little bit of sand, and 2 tons of copper ore. I'm not going to say no to those resources. They are quite handy after all. I mean, I think we all know the fate of Nicola by now, right, guys? This time... Oh, I am almost on the process of discovering that. I think I'm going to wait a little bit to see what the hell is that. Let's see. Let's... First and foremost, let's slow down the game. Star map, and that is... Russell's Depot. No, it's just an artifact. Okay, not what I was looking for, but sure, I suppose. Let's go over here, clear the rest of this corner, and then we can come back. Given that we haven't found anything interesting over there, I suppose, where should we go next? Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that igneous rock now. This is the 3rd or 4th launch of the episode, by Nicola alone, I think. He's been quite busy as a trucker for the colony. Soon we must give him a break, but it's still not this time. I'm sorry, Nicola. The colony needs you. Well, guys, I'm not going to accept any dupes this time. I just brought you here because I kinda wanted to show you this new trait that I have never seen before, the Starried Eye. I'm pretty sure if we get a rocket pilot with this trait, that would be a fantastic combo. But for now, I'm just going to take the water because I'm not interested in anything else. Alright, my friends, so I think we are ready to connect most of the systems. I already connected the power, so for the oxygen, let's connect it over here to the line that supplies the oxalite. This line over here is to supply any gas cargo canister that we might have in our rockets. Cool. That means that we are going to start supplying oxygen to the lead suit tanks over here. Eventually we'll be able to pressurize this area, and then we'll put the respective checkpoints on either side. And hopefully everything will start working soon enough, but yeah, it was important to connect the power so that we could start accumulating some red bolts. This method of collection is not exactly the quickest around here, but it is going to allow us to accumulate a few red bolts over time. Those red bolts are going to fuel a bunch of things. Hopefully, as this starts to what is this noise? Oh, is that thing? As the red bolt engine starts to go on trips, we will accumulate a little bit of nuclear waste over here, which is going to provide us with more red bolts so that all of this equipment can work in a more stable fashion. But for starters, I'm pretty sure that we are going to be able to send a couple of packets over into the planet that we want to colonize, which I believe is this one over here. Yep, the one with the gold and aluminum volcano. We just need to send a few refined materials to build a rocket platform, and from there we are pretty cool. We can take the rest of the stuff that we need in our rocket that we have over here. So yeah, in here we are going to launch the interplanetary launchers, but we are also going to start pressing some diamond because we are running very low on that stuff, as we can see over here, and I'm pretty sure that on the other planet there is no diamond left to be mined. So, for our first red rocket over here, I think we are going to make a solid only cargo rocket, or in this case mining rocket. For that I need... where is it? Oh, Spacefarer module and drill cone, so that we can see how much space we have left. Over here, let's add cargo container. We don't have the steel to make a large one, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. We are going to want the space for some power generation. On this one I'm not going to take a liquid cargo tank. We can put a liquid cargo storage inside of the module, so that serves the problem of carrying water to supply the bathroom. So yeah, let's just add a couple of solar panels and a battery. There we go. So this is going to be our first mining rocket. The second one I might do a low power mining rocket as well, with the model that we fashioned last season, with the oxyferns for carbon skimming and the oxalite for oxygen production. But we will see what we are going to do. Well guys, I have found out something that I must share with you. You probably noticed that I had my red bolt plate joint like this, right? And the reason for that was because I wasn't able to build it on a tile because of the drywall. It was obstructing the joint plate, and I thought to myself, well, this is the best way that I have to insulate this chamber from space and minimize my losses. But I made a discovery. Like many things in Oxygen in O.N.I that don't make sense, if you build this one first and then build the drywall on top of it, you can actually have the joint plate and a drywall in the same place. So now it is time to fix this ugly thing that I had over here and completely lock this area. And there we go, a completely insulated chamber. Fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, my friends, so Nicola is back, and I think it is deserving of going to the colony at least once. There is no more tasks for him to do, so... and yeah, you are going to have to run, because there is no oxygen in there. Come on, Nicola. And I have to give him a an apartment, because he doesn't have one yet. He's going to be awarded the last apartment that we have available. That means that we should start building more now. I already have the space, so I just need some time to take advantage of that. But yeah, Nicola, go back to the colony pretty quickly before you choke and die. And I'm going to also give you your own snazzy suit. Let's all witness this beautiful moment. Nails is going to change for the first time into a lead suit. I don't know why, but I think these are my favorite suits. Of course, given that we can't use the jetpacks anymore due to the frame rate issues that they cause, these ones are my next favorite. They look just so cute. Okay, so let's take advantage of the nighttime, now that the dupes are not around, and let's put some rad bolts into the interplanetary launcher, now that we have collected over 1,000. So let's just make sure that everything is pointing in the right direction. Now I don't remember how many rad bolts that thing takes, so we are going to fire 100 rad bolts at a time. And I think it's 200 or too close to the... yeah, it must be 200, right? We have 98 point something, so let's launch... let's say 105 rad bolts this time. Pretty sure that is going to be just right. Yep, 201 rad bolts. Okay, maybe it can take a little bit more. Let's experiment. Let's send 50 rad bolts just to make sure that it is topped off. Yeah, 210 rad bolts is the maximum. Okay, so now we can start putting some refined metals in there. Maybe some steel would be the best choice to launch to the planet that we want to colonize. Cool, we are nearly there now. Alright, so we have now 1,000 kilograms of steel, a ton of steel, right? So let's go over here. Let's just double check that the planet is this one. We don't want to waste that... those materials. Oh, the terrain is rather uneven. Okay. We'll have to work with it, I suppose. But I think this is the planet, and there is plenty of ores around, which are going to be quite useful, I can tell you. Star map. This is the one with the ocean. Yep, this is the one. So let's prepare to launch the packets this way. Let's savor this moment. And there we go. The packets should arrive in 0.2 cycles. Not that it matters too much. Still need to do a few finishing touches over on this rocket before we can departure. But truth be told, now that we can send the necessary materials towards that planet, I think we are pretty much close to sending this rocket. We might still be able to do this episode, and we can take the colonization efforts into the next episode. I think that's a good plan. Let's try to make it happen. Okay, so in order for me to resupply this liquid reservoir, I'm taking water from the outside using the built-in ports. If we go over here, I'm using this pipe from God knows where. Well, not really. I'm siphoning off the line that is supposed to feed into the rocket tanks, but well, it's going to serve a new purpose, at least for now. I just need to monitor this very closely so that I can... You are going to wait a little bit. So that I can have the exact amount of water in the pipes, so that there is nothing left to be trapped in those pipes. Otherwise, bad things might happen once we start launching the rockets again. Now, who the hell is trapped? Okay, so in this rocket we are going to bring a little bit of igneous rock. Of course, the dupes already stole the igneous rock that I had dropped on the floor, because given the okay, given the space limitations, I only have one storage bin. And well, I was going to try to store igneous rock in there, drop it to the floor, and then drop a few Atmos suits inside of it, as we are going to need a few extra suits, as we found out in a previous season. Now, the igneous rock, however, is completely gone. That much is a shame, so I decided to go with my backup plan and request a few bits of igneous rock over here. The rover will be able to unpack it and build the stair towards the cockpit of the rocket. Usually the goal for the rover is to find a suitable landing site and to build a ladder all the way up there. The rest the dupes can take care of. Okay, so with 5 suits, I would say that we are ready to go on that part. We are just waiting on a few extra kilograms of oxygen to be delivered, but other than that, we are ready to depart in the next episode. But before we go, we still have one charge for the vacillator. I would say we should give it to Nails. Recharge? We should give it to Nails before she goes. We would not want to waste the opportunity of getting the sunny disposition now, would we? Here we go. Nails is preparing herself to getting a discharge to her brain, and fingers crossed, we get what we want. And we got the regenerative rate. Oh well, suppose that it's something, but not exactly what we were looking for. Over on the star map, Eri has been sent to clear this corner of the map, and we have discovered a radioactive asteroid field. That is quite nice, if you ask me. Just going to go one more tile into the edge of the map so that we can clear these tiles over here. And on this final day of this episode, we can at least be happy about the fact that we can now produce our own diamond. Our rockets are strapped thin for diamonds, so this is a welcoming site. However, we can only produce 100 kilograms of diamond at a time, which means 10 operations to fill up a drill cone. That's quite a lot, so our mining efforts are going to be somewhat hampered for a little while, but that was to be expected. Over time we are going to accumulate more red bolts, which means that we will be able to produce diamond quicker, but for now we have to make do with what we have. And as this cycle comes to an end, guys, so must this episode. In this episode we got quite a lot done, at least in regards to our nuclear silo over here. Unfortunately we could not progress with the task at hand, but I'm pretty sure that as we colonize new planets, we'll have all the materials in the world to continue building this amazing rocket silo. But for the next episode, we are already set for a colonization trip. Everything is ready. We have the resources in the Trailblazer, in the rover module, and we are pretty much full over here as well. So there is nothing stopping us. And with that said, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye!